Well, some big changes underway at the University of Houston as their head coach is out. Just after 2 seasons, Major Applewhite has been let go by the Cougs. They finished 8-5 this season, ending on a sour note after a blowout loss to Army. Right now, the rumor is West Virginia coach Dana Holgorsen is the man Houston wants to take his place. But so far, that has not been confirmed. There is a lot more on the changes at UH coming up on Sports Extra in about 20 minutes. And the guys are also sharing their fearless predictions for 2019. Catch that right here after the news at 11:15. Just ahead, spy cams on vacation. It's not a very nice thought, but how to